Hello everyone, this is Teamrocketdraws with another Pokemon drawing tutorial, and for this video we're gonna be drawing Skitty. So as you guys can see on screen, this is how she ends up looking like. So if you guys want to learn how to draw, let's get started. I'm also gonna put up a reference right now on screen, that way you guys can get all your details and basically know where we are, you know. So first of all, we're just gonna start by doing a sketch, and then from there you guys could do the rest, you know, add all the details and basically finish it off. So right here we're gonna start by doing this oval shape for the head. It's kind of like an egg shape almost. If you guys look at the reference on screen, it's kind of like a, I don't know, like an oval egg shape almost. I don't know. It might take you guys a couple tries to get it, but once you have it, then everything's gonna be alright. So it takes me a couple tries just to get a close enough shape to it. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect, guys, but the better that you guys make it, the easier it'll be once we start doing the final drawing. So now that we have this oval shape almost, we're just gonna split it in half just to help us, you know where the middle is, and just go from there. It doesn't really matter, guys, so you guys don't have to really pay attention to that. And now we're gonna go for the body, and the body is actually a little bit further away than the oval shape right here. As you guys can see, I do a reference line just to show you roughly how far it goes. So it goes to around there, and then if you guys look at the shape, it's a different shape, you know. It's kind of weird shape. And then this side, on the right side, it starts around here, and it's almost like a straight line. I think I make it too straight. But what you guys could do right here is just do a line going across right there, because if you guys look at the reference right here, it kind of ends at a point on both sides almost. Right here is for like the chest, where the middle line starts, where it splits the body, and then it just curves downward around here. And it's not that big. If you guys look at it, it's really thin. It's almost like 2/3 of the size of the head, so you guys can use that as a reference, you know. So this, just remember, this is just a rough sketch, so we're gonna be finalizing the lines later on, making them a little bit better. Alright, so now that we have this around here, this is where the face is gonna start. And if you guys look at the shape that it makes in between the face and the outside of the the outside of the head, I'm sorry. So it curves around here, and I just did that reference line going up from the bottom of the body. Now just because it roughly ends around there, and then once again here it roughly ends at that point right there, and then it should be at the same level as the other side, the other spike on the face, and it just makes this kind of like another oval shape right here in the forehead. And then we could just curve it up around here and just connect it. So right here I connect it right there too much to the left, like too high, but like I said, it's still a rough sketch. We could fix anything later on once we have the final drawing. Any small things that are not gonna look right are gonna be more noticeable, so that's when we can make any changes. Alright, so right here I just fixed the head, because I'm focusing on the shape that it makes in between the face and the outside of the oval shape that we did at the beginning. I don't know if you guys know what I mean. It's like the pink part, in other words, you know, the pink part in between the outside and the face. Alright, so now we can erase those lines. We don't really need them. As long as we get the shape right here good, then it's all good, you know. And I kind of make it too thick, like it should be more pointy, but we could do that later on, change anything. So now around here, almost at the same level as the spike, it should actually be a little bit lower than that, but it doesn't really matter, you know. We're just gonna do the ears. We're gonna start by doing this one, and this one doesn't go that high. As you guys can see, it barely goes higher than the actual egg shape, oval shape of the head. And now the same thing on this side. They should roughly start on the same level and then on the same level. So right here I make this one a little bit higher just because of the angle that I'm drawing. There's some things that don't line up, that when I'm drawing it, they line up on the way, on my point of view, you know. But it's alright. So now around here we're just gonna do this line, and this one goes straight, and it should roughly connect with the other one, as you guys can see. And this one, like I said, I make it a little bit too high just because the way I was looking at it, but you guys can make it straight, you know, just like the other side. And now we're here, we can just finish it and connect them, and basically this is gonna be the inner ear. and then we just curve it, you know, the inside. There we go. And if it doesn't come out right, guys, like I said, just keep trying. You know, it might take you guys a couple tries, because honestly I think the ears are the hardest part. But right here, just do a parallel line to that, and now we can just do the end of the ears. And now that we have this part, let's get the thickness of the ears right there at the point, so it's around that thick. And then I just connect it down here. Right here I'm just working on the shape of the ear right there, but I fixed that later on. I actually it takes me a couple tries to get that right. But now we have the top of the ear. We have these 3 spikes right here, and if you guys look at them, they're basically all the same size, so you guys could just work on that, you know, try to get them the same size. It takes me a couple tries. I think this one I do it too big compared to the other ones, although right here looks alright, so I don't know if I do change that later on or I don't, but that one looks fine right now. So alright, so now for the other side, I think so, yeah. So now for the other side, let's start out by doing a parallel line to the one that we just did before, and this is gonna be the inner ear, like the purple part. There we go. And as you guys can see, this one's a lot thinner, a lot smaller than the other one. But both of them should roughly end at the same spot. So like I said before, this is where, like, at the way I'm looking, so right here just get the thickness as over here. So I'm pointing out, just try to get the same thickness, you know, because basically they're the same right there. And then we could just curve this line and connect it over here. There we go. Like I said, the way I'm looking at it like a different angle. I'm not looking at it straight ahead, like straight down, you know. So it's harder for me to get some of the levels right, just because I'm not looking at it right at a right angle. So I'm sorry if I make some mistakes, but like I said, I'll point everything out, that way you guys won't do the same thing. I do fix that later on though. Once I do my final drawing, I fix that on my own off camera. So now for this part right here, once again, and these spikes right here should be the same size as the ones on the other ear. So right here, just as I point out right here, I think this one I make it too thin. Now do this one, and once again they should roughly be at the same level. I think the left ear is a little bit lower, but not by much, you know. It's basically gonna be the same thing. So as you guys can see, they're rough right now. Like I said before, I do fix them later on. I don't know if I do that now or later, but I do fix them, you know. I fix the shape of the ears and everything. So now that we have the ears, we can start by doing the mouth. So the mouth starts around there where the body starts, and it kind of goes at an angle a little bit. It's not straight. I change it right now because right here I did it straight, but it kind of goes downward a little bit starting from the left. I do that, change that right now. It's not that much, but I do change it. So now that we have that, we can do the nose. The nose is almost in the middle. It's a little bit to the left in the middle, and it's really close to the mouth, as you guys can see right there. And now for the eyes are actually the same length as the mouth, so you guys could just curve them, you know, but just try to make them the same length as the mouth. That's something you guys could focus on. And now this one starts really close to the mouth right there, at the same level as the nose. And this side right here, actually it takes me a couple tries to fix it. I do fix it at the final drawing, so you guys will know notice the difference. So right here, like, it's just a basic line, you know, that curves a little bit, but if you guys look at the left one, it kind of goes up a little bit and then it goes straight at the top. So see, it goes straight up, straight up, straight up, and then it curves straight a little bit like that. And I was trying to get the same length as the mouth a little bit, but you know, the eyes, we could just work on them later on. I actually think I made them too big, or the mouth and the eyes too big compared to the head, but it doesn't really matter, guys. Alright, so now for this leg, we could actually start by doing this line right here and just connect it with the other one right here. It kind of ends at a point. The bottom should be a little bit round, it shouldn't be pointy. So now on this side, just continue this line. And something that we could do is we could do a line going across the paper at the bottom, just so we could get the the legs the same length, you know, that way we won't make one leg longer than the other one. It just helps making these reference lines. So I recommend you guys doing this when you guys are doing any drawing, just to make it a little bit easier, you know. So now that we have this one, we could do this one right here, and this one actually is in between, right in the middle of both of them, both of the other legs right here. I yeah, make it, no, it looks alright right here, but I do change I make small changes later on. I don't make that many changes. Alright, so right here, this middle line that we did before, this is where this curve right here is gonna start. So this one follows part of the body, and then around here, on top of that leg where the middle leg starts, this is where it curves up, and then it curves a little bit here, and it just meets with this one. So like I said, just pay close attention to stuff like that, small details, you know, like this line, once it starts curving up, is like right above the middle leg, where it starts, you know, and then it just goes up. So those are the small things that you guys could focus on. And yeah, so right here I actually do it wrong. I don't know if I change it now or later on, but I do change it. I start off the tail right at that line, and it actually starts off on the leg. So I don't know if you guys see that on the reference. I do that wrong, but like I said, I do change that later on. And the tail right there, what I was doing right now was I was noticing that it doesn't go higher than the head, like where the head starts. So use that as a reference, you know. And now for the top of the tail right here, it roughly is at the same level as the top of the head. I don't know if you guys see that on the reference. It almost goes to the top. So right here I'm just seeing how close it is to there. But then I noticed that I made it too close to the actual face. I do change that later on. I do it at the wrong angle. I make it too straight up, you know, and it should be a little bit tilted to the left, you know. It should be going a little bit more to the left, and I do it straight up, you know. So that's my mistake. I do change that later on, but yeah, basically it's like this long oval shape right here, and it's the same length. No, it's actually the same height as the head a little bit, you know. I think I make it too big right here, but it's just the small things. It's a small thing that I don't think is gonna be that noticeable. And then right here it has this line that it goes to around here, you know, around that part of the ear. And then this one, this where I notice, you know, that it's too close to the actual ear. And these three lines right here, they're almost the same length. The middle one's a little bit higher than the other ones. And then we could do the circles, and all three circles should roughly be the same size, or they should be the same size, but it doesn't really matter if you guys don't get it perfect, you know. As long as you guys get it close enough, then it's all good. So now that we have our final drawing, guys, like I said, I do make some changes, so I'll let you guys know what I changed. But now that you have your final drawing, now go over the reference, look at the reference, so you guys can look at my outline right here, my finished outline, and then just make any changes. You know, if you guys pay close attention to my reference right here, you guys will notice the changes that I made. For example, on the tail that we just did, like I said before, I made it too straight, so I curved that a little bit more to the left, and you guys can still see that line that I erased from the previous line that I did. I don't know if you guys can see that on the top left of the what's called of the tail, and also the basically the tail where it starts, where it connects to the body. Yeah, you guys can still see where it used to be. I just lowered that a little bit, you know, because it actually comes off the leg, not where the leg meets the body. And I just fixed the ears a little bit. I worked on the shape of the ears, try to get it exactly like on the reference. And then, like I said before, I just fixed the tip of the ears, try to make them the same size and everything like that. I think it took me a while to do the right shape of the ears, because if you guys kind of look at them, they kind of look like little huts. I don't know if you guys know what I mean. Like little huts, the inner ear, the purple part being like the door. I don't know. So, and also on the eyes, I just made some changes, guys. Not that much, but I did make some small changes. So once you have your drawing, you know, it's all good. Like right here, I finished. I did end up coloring it. I used color pencils, and I like how it came out. One of the things that I noticed now that I'm looking at it, that I made a mistake on, was the chest area on the body. If you guys look at mine's a little bit too straight, and on the reference it's kind of like round. It kind of curves once it meets the head on the right side. I don't know if you know what I mean. So that's just a small mistake that I made that hopefully you guys don't make, because the body it's a little bit more round in the way I have it. So hopefully you guys can make it a little bit better. Yeah, on the left side I made it too pointy, so I should have made it a little bit more round. So hopefully you guys could change that. Like I said, if you guys don't have the reference right there next to my drawing, like it doesn't really you wouldn't notice that right away. It's not something you would notice, you know, that the body's not right. But having the reference right there, it kind of, you know, you notice any little mistakes that I made. But like I said before, I'm gonna point out my mistakes or things that I didn't do right, just so you guys could fix them and look at your drawing, so you guys could do a little bit better. But like I said, it doesn't have to be 100% like the reference, guys. If it doesn't turn out the same, just have fun with it. You know, if there's any changes that you guys can make just to make your drawing a little bit better, go for it. You know, like I said, it doesn't have to be like the reference 100%. Also, I think I did the tail a little bit too big, too thick, so I don't know. Yeah, I made it too big, too thick, but like I said, it doesn't really matter, guys. So hopefully my tutorial helped you guys. If it did, let me know. If you guys ended up drawing Skitty, leave a like and leave a comment. Let me know how you guys did. If you guys need any help, you guys could always ask any questions in the comment section, and overall just give me a comment saying how my video was, how my tutorial was, if there's anything I could improve or anything like that. You know, that's the only way I'm gonna make my videos better, is if you guys let me know what I could change. So hopefully you guys found the tutorial helpful. Once again, leave a like and subscribe for more videos. I have over 100 Pokemon tutorials on my channel, so if this is the first one that you've seen, make sure to go check out the other ones I have, from starters to mega Pokemon. It's just a bunch in between, you know. So if you guys like to draw Pokemon, make sure to subscribe. And also, if you guys have any Pokemon drawings that you want to send in, just like the ones you saw on this video at the beginning, make sure to send them in. The links will be in the description. For example, here, if you drew Skitty, then you can send that drawing in. Like I said, the links will be in the description, and I'll be happy to post them at the beginning of my video, you know. So yeah, so I guess I'll just catch you guys on the next video. Team Rocket Draws out.